Hey guys, my name is Pritch, and today I have a video on how to reassemble and disassemble your Dayan 2x2. You might want to have a piece of paper just to put all the pieces on so you don't lose them and get them all over your precious table. So, yeah, the first thing you want to do to disassemble your Dayan 2x2 is just turn it 45 degrees on one side. Just try to pop out the corner. If it doesn't want to pop out, just try it on a different side. So yeah, now we can just take out another corner, and then take out another corner, take out another one, and just take it apart completely, rip it apart, and yeah, now your Dayan 2x2 is completely disassembled. So now you can loop the core, do whatever you want, clean out the pieces, and yeah, now we're going to start reassembling. So now for reassembly, what you want to do is you want to get your core, and you want to find the three edges with these little notches on the sides. Let's see, these three have notches on the sides, and we're going to put the notches right here, and right here. And this is to keep the inner mechanism in alignment, and if you don't put them in correctly, some of the axes won't turn. So yeah, so what you want to do is you want to first so basically for most edges you put in on this cube, you want to put your thumb under one of the centers, and you want to put your index finger here and just kind of pull with your thumb up on one of the centers, and that's basically how you make room for the edges to go in. So what you want to do, pull, and you want to have one of these lined up like 45 and just kind of push in the first edge. It's not that difficult. I don't know why I'm taking so much force to put in the first one, but yeah, it shouldn't be too difficult to put in the first edge with the notches. I just had to use a lot of force because I was probably doing it wrong. So it's pretty much the same thing with the next edge. Make sure you have the edge in right here, and you just kind of pull up on the center, push it in. Very simple. And now the third edge is a little bit tedious, but what you do is you kind of just push it in at an angle, so you have it in one of the notches. Like, just put it in the section. These two may pop out, and you may have to start all over again, but I'm gonna try not to have that happen to me. So yeah, now it's in one of the notches, but it's not in there, so I can just try to push it into one of the notches, and now we have our first three edges in with the notches. So now I'm gonna start on the other edges, and we're gonna put all the edges in the this little bottom layer. So this can be a little bit frustrating, honestly. I've tried this like 5 times. So yeah, the first edge you want to put in are these two with all the notches down here. Just you want to pull up on this one a little bit there. That's pretty simple. Next edge you want to get right here. Use very little force, or else you'll like explode the cube, and no one wants to do that. So now we have these two edges in. So now we want to put in these three edges right here. So these may fall out while you're assembling. So you want to push up on this edge and slide it to here. Don't slide it any further just yet. Make sure everything's in alignment and stuff. Yeah, okay. Stay in there. Stay in there. Don't pop out. Okay, so I have it. Okay. Yeah, there may be some times where you gotta try a few times. So there. So now I have it in barely in this little part right here. So now what you want to do is hold on to this edge for dear life, and just quickly slide it over the edge. If you just put it in without this edge and without like holding this one on, these two may fall out. So yeah, that's not good. That wouldn't be good. So now these other two edges, for the last two edges for the first layer, are pretty easy. Just make sure you hold on to all the edges around it and just kind of slide it in. It shouldn't take much force. Please do not use much force, or else yeah, all your progress will be dissolved and dead and stuff. So now we can just put in the last edge right here with little force, holding on to some of the other edges. And now we have our first layer complete. So now what I usually do is I put in the corners now, and it's better if you find the edge with all the notches, but you may not be able to do that. So I'm just going to use a random one. We're going to put in the corners in all 4 of these. So what you want to do is make sure everything is in alignment. Make sure everything is perfect. Make sure everything is just make sure everything is just absolutely perfect. So I just dropped it and everything went out of alignment. So just make sure everything is perfect. So now we want to hold on to this bottom edge and kind of just try to hold on to this one too, and possibly this one with your index finger. Just push this one in. There. Now I have that one in. Other edges may fall out. You would just have to pop them back in, and it can get frustrating the first time you do it, but after some experience, it's really not that hard. So yeah, next corner where we want to do it adjacent to the last corner you did. Hold on to as many edges as possible. Just push it in. See right there. I actually did not push the corner in completely. This edge with the notches came out, so that is very, very annoying with the notches. So you want to be really careful when one of the edges come out. That one didn't have notches, so it's not going to be too difficult. This one is going to be very difficult to push back in, and I successfully pushed it in. Never mind, wait. Yeah, I successfully pushed it in without destroying the corner or anything else. So now we can just push these last 2 edges in that we lost while pushing that corner in. So yeah, there may be some rough seas while you're assembling this puzzle. So yeah, let's try that again. Hold on to as many edges as possible. And yes, successfully. Oh, this one went out of alignment a little bit, but it shouldn't be too hard just to push it back in. And yeah, we got it in correctly. So yeah, once you pass the first 2 corners, it shouldn't be that hard. So I put in the last 2. They may fall out again, but yeah, so that's the next corner and last corner. Done. Just push them in, forward in. So yeah, now we have the first layer done. If some of the edges popped out while you're assembling, well, I'm just gonna try to pop one out real quick. So if something popped out, like right here, so while the corner was in, you really just want to push forward into the puzzle, not downward, just kind of forward into the puzzle, and you shouldn't use much force, and it should just pop in. So now you have the first layer done. Now we can put in our next edges. So you want to push up on this one, just slide gently, put it in. So what you want to do for the second edge, just want to put it in at an angle, at a little bit at an angle, and it should pop in. It may take a few tries. It did take a few tries for me. And next one, the last edge you want to put in, we're not going to put in the 4th one in just yet. We're just going to put it in like that. It's really not that difficult. You want to put these 2 in at an angle to make it easier, but if it doesn't work best for you, that's fine. So now, while holding on to these 2 edges, just pop in this corner, and then pop in the next corner. And now here, what you can do is lube it. I'm just going to put a drop of Maru in, because blah, whatever. So yeah, now we want to put the last edge in. You want to put it in at an angle, kind of just push it in. It shouldn't be that hard. And now we can put in the last corner, last 2 corners. And now your Dayan 2x2 is assembled. Wow. Yeah, Dayan 2x2 is assembled. So if you didn't get quite through that, just rewatch it. Keep trying, and keep trying until your Dayan 2x2 is fully assembled. I hope this tutorial at least helped you a little bit. It didn't confuse you too much. So yeah, that was my tutorial on how to assemble the Dayan 2x2. If you liked the video, you can leave a like. You can please comment how I can improve this tutorial better. And you can also subscribe for more tutorials videos. And, well, I'm not going to really make tutorials very often, but more cubing related videos. And you can also check out my social links below. I have an Instagram and Twitter, and if you missed all the other days on the Return of Pridge, I'll have those in the description as well. So yeah, that was my tutorial. I hope you've enjoyed this video. My name is Pridge, and thanks for watching.